So, Douglas City Council has just objected to the plans of Iceland to build their new food warehouse, I think they call it, up where Pets at Home is, in Braddon. And Falk Horning, my fellow German and very level-headed councillor, and very smart, of course he's smart, he's German. No, he's a good guy. Falk is a really good guy. And obviously they were in touch with him, with the media, and he did mention they don't have a problem with Iceland per se. It's A, the planning, it's zoned as industrial, where there's this retail, can see where they're coming from. And B, he is of course concerned, and that's his job, about, Braddon is essentially a competing jurisdiction, right? Or competing local authority. And he's concerned that building this would take business away from Douglas City, from town center. I can see where he's coming from, although I cannot see which store Iceland would take business from, apart from maybe Tesco. But, so, I get their point of view on this. And by the way, there's been loads of, the usual terrible social media comments about it. And like, councillors don't care because they're on civil service salaries. How many more times? Councillors do not get salaries. They get an allowance which they can claim. It's the full-time staff or the other staff in town hall who get salaries. And yes, some of them earn too much money and some of them shouldn't be there because they're terrible people. But let's not go into that. The big question, I think, we all have to ask ourselves in relation to stuff like this in the Isle of Man is very simple. Do you want cheaper food? Or do you want to keep and support buy local? Is it more important to put food on your table and have it, affordable because everything gets more expensive? Or is it more important to keep the little shops in Strand Street open? Now, I don't know which shop in Strand Street Iceland would compete with, but you get my point, right? They're concerned that everyone shops out of town, and I can kind of see that, but aren't we already doing that with Tesco and Pets at Home? But I think the big question really is, what do you want for the Isle of Man? Cheap food or support local? Because to me, you can't do both.